Good morning. I'm up earlier than usual on this fine Sunday. I've got family coming over for brunch a little later. After they get here, I'm going to pop a couple casseroles in my oven. But when they arrive, there's going to be some freshly baked banana nut chocolate chip muffins waiting right here on this counter to greet them. I've measured almost all of my ingredients last night before I went to bed, which makes baking almost any kind of muffins really easy to do first thing in the morning. About the only thing I couldn't do last night was process my bananas. For the obvious reason, they're just going to discolor. So what I've done is I've taken a moment this morning and I've sliced 6 medium-sized bananas. You can risk 5, but it just might not be quite enough. Bananas are not all created equal in size. And I'm going to kind of smash these for a minute or two. Just use your rubber spatula to push them through the beaters. Goes without saying, when you're baking banana muffins, banana bread, banana anything, you want ripe to very ripe bananas. Those are just perfect. They're not quite a puree. There's still some little bits and pieces of fruit in it. It's exactly the way you want them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to measure 2 to 2 1/4 cups of bananas here into this measuring cup. That's all that we can put into the muffins. That's 2 cups, and that's going to be about 2 1/4. It's time to mix our muffins together, and muffin recipes are all kind of the same. You blend your wet ingredients together first, and then you fold in your dry ingredients. So we're starting with 2 sticks of butter, 2 large eggs, and 1.5 cups of sugar. The butter's at room temperature. It's been out for about an hour to make it really, really soft, so this is going to blend together in a hurry. And I'm back to my mixer right now. And another trick to making muffins is once you cream together these wet ingredients, cream these ingredients together and add the liquids, you really don't want to overmix your muffins. You want to just mix them till the dry ingredients are just barely stirred into the mixture. Now I've got 1/2 cup of milk and a tablespoon of vanilla extract, which I'm going to add next. I'm going to blend that in. That looks just about right. I'm going to lower my mixer speed again. And I'm going to add my mashed, smashed banana puree, whatever your name for it is. Blend that in. I'm going to start folding in my flour. Now in this flour there's salt, there's baking powder, and there's baking soda, which means it's going to rise twice. That's the baking powder, once when it starts to hit the liquid and once when it hits the oven, which is why they call it double acting baking powder. I have to keep telling myself to keep this out of the camera so you can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm not using my spatula quite yet. I'll get to that as soon as I get all my flour in here. We'll go here. Now I'll start scraping down the sides of my bowl. And this is starting to get thick enough that I'm just about done with my mixer. I'm going to stop, put it down, make a little noise here. And now I'm going to start folding by hand to get all the flour from the bottom and the sides. And I'm going to add the good stuff. I've got 2 cups of chopped walnuts. Pecans will be fine if you like them better. And I've got 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. And now we fold these in really, really good. Smells wonderful. Who doesn't want to wake up on a Sunday morning and come downstairs to these? And all of my mixing is done. That's as quick as it gets put together. I'm going to wash my hands, clean up a little bit of this mess, and we're going to fill our muffin pans. Without delay, I'm going to start scooping my batter into the muffin pans. And I'm just going to start putting scoops of batter into the cups of all of these muffin tins. Now I'm just going to pop all of these pans, all 4 of them together, on the center rack of my oven, which has been preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for 20 to 22 minutes until a cake tester or a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. When it comes to a well-made muffin, I'm not mildly crazy about them. I'm certifiably crazy about them. And when it comes to these muffins, everybody goes bananas. Oh my God. Okay, camera crew, let's go.